Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Lil Reese. Now, we're bringing up Lil Reese today because of all the latest developments that's going down in the Chicago hip-hop scene, man. Now, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, and I don't know how you haven't caught this news, there's been a lot happening in the past week as far as FBG Durk's case is concerned. Initially, FBG Durk's mom took to social media and discussed this 45-page document that was released, and it detailed what the police or the authorities believed happened prior to FBG Durk losing his life and why in the details, involved in all that, right? Now, there were some rumors that were out there in addition to that. One of those rumors being Lil Reese's involvement. Now, I'd hate to say that anybody's involved in anything when they're not, so I am definitely not saying that I know for a fact that Lil Reese was involved at all. But there was a huge rumor on social media about that. And there was many blogs who carried on that story. Now, I've been watching this whole thing play out and sitting back. Normally, I jump right on it, but I wanted to see how all the details came together and the responses from the artists themselves that have been implicated in that. But obviously, we're not going to hear from Muwop or anybody like that. Just a couple of people who are out there and who are speaking on the behalf of whatever, you know what I mean? But you can't tell what's real and what's fake. And it seems like Lil Reese is mad that this rumor started to spread around because that could potentially get him locked up. So he responded it on social media. Now, before we talk about Lil Reese's response and talk about a little bit about the latest developments in the case, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about Lil Reese out here trying to silence the blogs down, or at least quell some of the rumors out there that could potentially get him locked up, man. And I ain't mad at him for that. Now, Lil Reese obviously caught wind of a rumor out there that there was some sort of details or something that was pointing to the fact that he had involvement in the shooting death of FBG Durk. Now, when I say that, I mean, there is no facts, there's nothing proven, there's nothing out there saying that he was in any way involved or that he was any way involved in this indictment or nothing like that. But the rumor that was running out there was that he dropped the location for FBG Durk to be found by the would-be assailants. Now, I'm not saying that O Block is guilty of the shooting or whatnot. This weekend, we're going to talk about all that, what they say they have on Muwop and the rest of those cats. And we'll also talk about, their latest development with their sentencing, which looks like they might have caught some good luck, you know what I mean? But without all that, man, this is a huge accusation, because if people start believing that and this goes and starts to catch fire, I mean, they could find grounds to come down with an indictment for Lil Reese, I'm assuming. Now, obviously, that's a far stretch if this is not true. And obviously, that's a far stretch if you think that they watch each and every rumor like that. But, man, that is not above what we've seen online so far. We've seen a lot of things play out online and become real as far as somebody getting locked up behind it or at least getting questioned behind it. You know what I mean? Now, let's talk about what Lil Reese said in response to this rumor. He posted this on his story today. Now, I'm going to paraphrase just a little bit to keep this YouTube friendly, but this is what he said. He said, lame blogger. Well, before that, he has the crying, laughing face emoji. Then it says, lame blogger saying anything to get views, trying to send a brother to jail. Basically letting it be known that, yo, man, that's all cap. And this is me interpreting what he's saying. That, yo, that rumor about him being involved and dropping people's location is all cap. Because, to be real, that's a huge charge, man. I mean, basically, you're putting him in a murder case if that comes out to be true. But, I mean, that is a rumor that was out there. So, I'm assuming that he's responding to that rumor. He, in no ways, said that he's responding to that rumor. But the fact that he ended that jail at the end lets me know. So, he said, lame blogger saying anything to get views, trying to send a brother to jail, man. So I'd hate to see somebody go to jail for something that wasn't true. And definitely just because it started on social media. But it looks like Lil Reese has been paying attention, or maybe even somebody got a call or a visit or something like that, and he felt the need to address it. But what do you guys think about this, man? Do you think that sometimes this could be dangerous territory if you're putting out something that implicates somebody in a crime, like dropping the location on somebody? Or do you think it's just a part of how this thing goes online, man? There's a lot of rumors that get disproved. There's a lot of things that are out there that shouldn't be taken serious. And it's just a part of the game from my point of view. And maybe my point of view is a little biased because, I participate in this hip hop media culture, man. But it seems like it was so serious that Lil Reese himself said, forget this, dog. I'm about to come out here and say something about this. And after the year he had in 2021, let's look back. In 2021, Lil Reese got arrested. He was allegedly shot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even sure to this day, after all that hoopla or all this stuff that went down with Lil Reese, where he allegedly got shot, that he got shot, he was carted off to jail. It was a lot, man. It was a lot going on, man. Like, he had a crazy year, just like a lot of rappers, man. And luckily, he's still here, and he's still got a huge presence on social media, and people are still watching what he's done. He's been involved in a lot of the things that's been taking place as far as Chicago hip-hop with King Von, Lil Durk, and being involved in things. But outside of that, he probably is getting to the age of the point where he's like, man, I don't even want to be involved with none of this, man. I want to get away, so that way I ain't got to, not get away, but get away from it. So that way I ain't even got to deal with this for the rest of my life, man, because he's definitely getting older. You see what I'm saying? But what do you guys think, really, man? Do you think that Lil Reese and that rumor, man, is crazy? He had to come out to address it because there is the potential for him to go to jail? Or do you think it's just one of those things you have to do as an artist in hip-hop? It's just a possibility and the way that the game is played as far as media is concerned. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.